buy an apartment and resell later. This strategy of making money is best for off-plan apartments. If you've been following my channel, you realize that most of the properties I promote, they are off-plan properties. And if you don't know what off-plan means, an off-plan property is simply a property under construction. Now, the way to make money with off-plan properties is, when we launch an off-plan property, at the launch stage, you will get it at the best price. For example, Camberwall Advantage 5 Annex in Lekki Phase 1, we pre-launch it at the rate of 8 million naira. Then immediately the construction started, it appreciates to 90 million naira. Now, if you want to make money with off-plan properties, you have to buy it early. Then once the construction finish, you can either resell it or rent it. But if you want to make even much money, you can rent it for a while, maybe for like 2 or 3 years, and resell it later. And the reason why I promote off-plan properties are two, because there are two benefits attached to off-plan properties. And the first one is capital protection. As the inflation rise, most people, they think getting rich is by accumulating cash. They value cash over assets. When you tell people buy land or buy an apartment, they are very fearful. They think buying a property means going broke. But the truth is, there is no billionaire or multi-millionaire that I know that built his or her assets on cash, because cash devaluates over time. All our multi-millionaires and billionaires, they built their assets on equity that either produces consistent cash flow or appreciates in value. I talked about this in episode 1. So when you invest in off-plan property, apart from getting the best deal, you also protect your cash against inflation. For example, Dangote does not build his net worth on cash. He built it on assets. Same thing is applied to most of our billionaires and multi-millionaires. Their asset is built on equity, not cash. Because when you think about inflation, what inflation simply means is, when you have this commodity, let's say its value at 2,000 naira 2 years ago, at the current rate, 2,000 naira can't buy it at the same rate. Inflation simply means devaluation in cash with respect to commodities. So what is worth 10,000 naira 2 years ago, now 10,000 naira cannot buy it again. So when you buy an apartment off plan, it's protecting your cash. At the same time, as the construction is going on, the property will be appreciating, and so is your money appreciating. So that's the first benefit of investing in off-plan apartments. The second reason is profit. You can make much money investing in off-plan properties than investing in building an apartment. For example, if you want to build an apartment for rent, let me use Lekki Phase 1 as example. If you want to build an apartment in Lekki Phase 1, first you have to get a land, and to get a land in Lekki Phase 1, you have to look for 150 to 200 million naira and above. So for you to get land first, when you think about the cost of buying land, the cost of buying building materials and developing a property yourself, the cost of buying an off-plan property, it pays more to buy an off-plan property than to build it yourself. Now, construction may take like a year and a half, depend on the developer, their plans, and how fast their construction is. But after the property has completed, if you want to resell it, you will make much money reselling the property than building and renting. Let me simplify this. For example, Camberwall Advantage 5 Annex in Lekki Phase 1 is currently selling for 90 million naira. Now, the project is going to be delivered by June 2025. Anyone who buy the property now at the rate of 90 million naira, because the property will keep appreciating at each stage of construction. We have a milestone that the property will be appreciating. So whoever invests in the property now, by the time the construction is completed and the project is ready to deliver, the project will be selling for 180 million naira. That is 2x the price of what it is selling for now. So you can see the difference. The property you invested in at the rate of 90 million naira, you will resell it with a profit of 90 million naira. Why those who keep cash, 90 million naira in bank accounts, it will be devaluating because of the rising inflation and currency war, naira to dollar rate. So that's another benefit of investing in off-plan property and making much money.